Here, if you fancy some new Irish whiskey, you have come to the right place. Now, Garden County is a father and son founded brand, and their distillery will be in County Wicklow. Now, while their stills are being built, they are sourcing some fantastic liquid and putting it out to market, just so we all know the great name that is Garden County, or hopefully it is Garden County, but I'm sure it is going to be great. So, let's get cracking. What we have here is their single pot still, single cask Irish whiskey. Now, single pot still as a style of Irish whiskey is a traditional way that the Irish made whiskey. It's using malted and unmalted barley with some other cereal grains in there. And being a single cask, that means that all the liquid that's in this bottle has come from one cask only. Alright, so no blending of casks or anything like that. This is just one cask. This release itself is limited to 345 bottles, and all of that is actually on the label. So they even tell you the cask. So it says cask number 2201, and this is bottle 251. I kind of like that sort of information. It makes me feel like I know where my whiskey has come from. Then the casks that are used for this whiskey are ex-Bourbon barrels, so it spent most of its life in an ex-Bourbon barrel before being finished for 6 months in a virgin American oak. So hopefully we're going to get some of those vanilla notes and then some of that fresh pepper intensity that we tend to get with the virgin oak. And also on the label it says here natural colouring, so that means that the exact colour that we have here is the colour that it came out of the cask, and also it is non-chill filtered, and this comes in at 46% ABV. So I think that's enough talking. Let's get drinking. Now, first things first, before we get tasting, we are going to rate that pop. Box fresh bottle of whiskey pop. Here we go. Nice. Oh, I hear that cork was being pushed out. So it was. Couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to get out of the bottle. Nice. This is the natural colour of this whiskey. So the colour that we see here is the exact colour that has come out of the barrel. So there is no caramel colouring added to this whiskey. On the aroma, you definitely get that charred oak in there from the ex-Bourbon barrel, but also there is some intensity in like fresh vanilla coming off the nose too. But there is a full body of maybe like a red currant or like a citrusy note coming off this. Right, so there is obviously that single pot still signature style. It's like big in the mouth, it's fruity, but I definitely get like a baked malty note. The unmalted barley comes through with that classic spice and the oiliness, but there is a wee hint of like cooked peaches in this as well. It's just sitting on the tongue and the palate, but that citrus that we got on the aroma is pretty much the big driving force out of this. You've got some lemon and maybe even a wee touch of grapefruit in there, just bouncing around the palate. At 46%, this carries that bit of flavour, that extra bit further. Remember, this is a single cask, so only one cask has given all of these flavours to this whiskey. Garden County also have this in cask strength format. They have a blended Irish whiskey and a 5-year-old single grain Irish whiskey as well. It'll be really exciting to see Garden County progress as a distillery, getting the stills in, getting the first liquid off, and then obviously in a minimum of 3 years down the line after that, having their own Irish whiskey. But in the meantime, I reckon this is a fantastic introduction to the Garden County brand. Yeah, sláinte.